Hi and welcome to Sci-Fi Fans, I'm your host Wayne. There's absolutely no doubt in anybody's mind that the MCU has dominated the cinema and movies for the last 10 plus years. How long is that domination going to last? I don't know, because some of the MCU stuff has been, in my opinion, a bit lame and a little bit too much political messaging going on in there. The MCU, though, spawned many other studios trying to capitalise and have that golden goose of a cinematic universe. DC was second to try and rival the MCU with their comic book heroes. The Marvel and DC franchises go back many years and the rivalry goes back many decades. But there was one comic book that brought the two comic studios together, and that was Spider-Man vs. Superman. This was a 1970s release where the two comic book companies got together and compiled their favourite superheroes against their favourite villains in, I believe it was a one-off series. What has that got to do with today's film? Well, today's film is Suicide Squad from 2016. And if you haven't seen this film, it's basically a DC version of Avengers, but instead of having heroes be the good guys in this one, they've coined and grabbed hold of a couple of DC's villains, and they've tried to make them good people to save the world with various clauses and get outs. So without further ado, here is my top 5 things that you didn't know about the 2016 film The Suicide Squad. Number 1, it's not uncommon for filming of a film to be totally out of sequence, and this is the case for Suicide Squad. The helicopter crash was filmed last, and they done this because basically in case anybody became injured from filming this scene, and then that would have delayed production. So there you go, the very last scene filmed for Suicide Squad was that helicopter crash. Number 2, the DC universe has one of the most iconic vehicles of all time, and that is of course the Batmobile. But in Suicide Squad from 2016 we were treated to the Joker-mobile. The Joker-mobile was a customised version of an infinite G35 Vader. Renowned writer and director Kevin Smith received Harley Quinn's bat when filming had wrapped. Bat wrapped. Poet don't know it. But did you realise that Kevin Smith's daughter is actually Harley Quinn Smith? So there you go, the bat went to another Harley Quinn. Number 4, Jared Leto. Now, Jared Leto, I think his performance as the Joker is okay. It's going to be really difficult to come up with a better performance than Heath Ledger gave us in The Dark Knight. But Jared Leto was chosen for the role, and he doesn't pull it off too badly. But did you realise it took over 3 hours for them to apply every tattoo individually and the makeup for his character Joker in Suicide Squad? And finally, number 5. Jared Leto had gone on record to state that the role of the Joker was the role of a lifetime for him. And that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed here this long, please do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification buzzer. If you enjoy the content here on YouTube, then why not join me on TikTok or Facebook, where there's a Facebook group and TikTok group called Sci-Fi Fans. And there's more. I also do a weekly podcast called Sci-Fi Fans, available on whatever platform you enjoy listening to your podcasts on. I will be putting up some of the episodes on this YouTube channel as well, so that you get a feel of what I do on the podcast. Thank you very much for joining me. If you've stayed this long, then please do consider subscribing, hitting that notification buzzer, and give us a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment. What do you think about the video that I do on here? And is there any videos or films that you would like me to concentrate in the future? I'm always open to suggestions, and I have done some suggestions in the past, with Con Air being one of those such examples. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.